Hola amigos and buenos dias Mazatlan. Teddy here signing on with a new video. Hopefully you might realize and remember the location that I'm filming from today. We did a previous video starting here at Punta Cerritos, and we wanted to we took a look at this area right at the point, and then we took a walk down Playa Brujas, which is the beach located right out here by the point. And we showed you these shops and restaurants, etc., etc. This is the end of the bus line. This is where the buses stop and drop you off when you come out from any point in Mazatlan, and then they make the turnaround here and head back into town or wherever their route takes them. In particular, the green bus will get you directly down to the port, or anywhere in between along the water. But we're standing here today. I'm going to start this video off at this location, and today I'm going to take a walk down the median area here on the road heading out towards Punta Cerritos. And we're going to take a walk down the walking path / bike lane that they put out here. It's very, very nice. It's a good distance. So for folks living out here or, staying out here on vacation or whatever, there's a really good walking path and a bike lane here, so you can get some pretty good exercise if you don't happen to be fond of walking out on the sand and doing the beach walk. So today's going to be more or less walking through the neighborhood here in Cerritos, and as you can see as I pan around here, this is the little roadway leading down to Playa Brujas, and you can see the high-rise. That's the Ellipse project going in over there with the crane. And we are going to head right down the median area here, and we are going to get on this clearly marked walking path / bike lane, and we're going to take a walk through the Cerritos area. As you can see, the buses stop off to my left here, and they drop everybody off there. They'll come around the circle as this bus is doing here, and then if you want to pick it up to head back, you can pick it up on this side. So remember, when the bus stops over here, that's basically it. That's the end of your 13 pesos or 12 and a half pesos. You have to get out and do what you're going to do here, and if you want to just head back, you go to this other side and you're good to go. But right now, as you can see, we are on this clearly marked blue walking path / bike lane, and we're headed south, walking through Cerritos. As I said in the previous video, Cerritos is it's the northernmost point in Mazatlan, basically, and it's quiet. It's mostly newer, and I emphasize newer. It's not all new, but there are a lot of new ones and a lot of newer complexes out here. A lot of resorts, resort type properties, and residential condos. So it's a place where many expats will call home for their portion of the year when they're here in Mazatlan. Here to my right is a complex, Playa Brujas, beach club and residences. Security gate, most of them have gated security, 24-hour type, so it's pretty safe. It's pretty quiet out here. Obviously, you don't have a lot of clubs and bars and what have you. Now, as you get, towards the marina, as we're walking that direction now, obviously you'll start seeing, more shops and restaurants and things of that nature. Those commercial projects will probably start appearing farther out here as the area grows. I think you understand that, once you get a certain concentration of people living in an area, then commercial properties develop close by to take advantage of that population. So we'll probably start seeing more and more retail, grocery, maybe restaurants, clubs, whatever, in the future. But for right now, it's pretty quiet. Now this, like I said, this is a really nice walking path and bike lane. I wish you can see it needs some landscaping. Now, I don't know, maybe as we get into the fall, they'll get out here and they'll clean up the landscaping a bit. Could really be very, very pretty. Here's some older areas, and I think we saw this complex from the beach side on the Playa Brujas video that we did, where there was what appeared to be some development going on, but it was stopped. And as I said in that video, that's not unusual here in Mexico, to see a project get underway and then have it stop part of the way through, and it could be months or in some cases years before it gets completed, if it ever gets completed. And there could be a number of reasons for that, obviously. I would think usually it's financial. Either they didn't sell enough units, or there were other issues, let's say. But this path, as you can probably see, is lighted, so you can come out here in the evening and take a nice walk or a bicycle ride. We are, as I said, headed in the direction of the marina. So as we get closer to that area, we'll see shops, Oxxos, kioscos, some restaurants, and so my initial thought on Cerritos had always been, wow, that's just too far out. You have to get on a bus, to go anywhere. Well, you don't have to. There are some Oxxos and places within walking distance of most of these projects. Now, if you want to go into town, yes, you're going to have transportation. If you want to go probably to the Gallerias Mall or Sam's, yeah, you need transportation. So you'll have to learn the bus routes. But it's okay if you like peace and quiet, which a lot of people do. We're coming up, if you look on the right, the big building we're coming up to there, that is the RIU Resort, one of the big resorts located out here in Cerritos. and we'll be walking past that for a few moments here. We did, on the Playa Brujas video, we walked by it on the beach side, so you got to see the beachfront area. And we will do another beach video going from a point south of the RIU down in towards the Marina. So we'll have that coming up in the next few weeks, so you can see the rest of the beach area. Here's a little staging area for some of the transportation, and there are plenty of available rides, as you can see. What a nice little walk. I'll have to say, I'm doing this at, I don't know, about 7:45 in the morning. It's very comfortable. There's a little breeze blowing. The pathway itself has trees, so you can find shade. Very nice. You know, my only wish would be that they, you know, do a little more with the cleanup and the landscape. But, you know, that takes money and personnel, and sometimes that's not always available. But this area seems to be kept up pretty well. My guess is the resorts here have some sort of agreement that they will care for their portion of this. That's what it appears to be anyway. So as you get here to the RIU, you know, looks really nice. They've got it, it's fairly well manicured. You've got some nice trees and shrubs. Again, the staging of the pulmonías and the taxis. Obviously, right here at the RIU would be a prime location for people needing transportation into town. There's the entrance to the RIU. So you have options. You have options. Buen día. Just over here, the entrance to the RIU, obviously. Ba-ba-ba. Good morning. Sort of a slow jogger there. That's where I would be if I wanted to jog. Yes, this is nice. Very comfortable. Very comfortable. Nice, easy walk. I will tell you a little bit about the walkway or the pathway here. It is not purely like asphalt. It feels a little bit more cushioned. It feels a little bit more like the tracks that have been in use for some time, where there's a little bit of give to it. It's just not concrete and asphalt. So it's fairly comfortable to walk on. So if you have you know, any issues with you know, your knees, your ankles or whatever, I think you'll be okay on this. It's quite comfortable to walk on. they do have somebody out cleaning. That's kind of nice. Here's another, as you can see, a glimpse of the waterfront there, and a little, I would call this kind of a drainage canal. And we saw this coming from the beach side, and it flows right out onto the beach, and that's the area. I think I said we stopped our video just past this on the Playa Brujas video, and I believe I mentioned that you don't want to set up where that drainage canal comes out on the beach. And we came back up this little roadway here, another place to get beach access. And that's probably where we'll start when we do our next Cerritos beach walk. There's a restaurant and a bar, El Tequilito or El Tequilita at the end there. There is obviously the RIU is the big property there. Okay. Now we're getting into part of the walkway that doesn't look like it's attached to the resort, so it's a little bit messy. Not bad. I mean, it's nothing's blocking you, but you can certainly see the difference. And we're coming right now to an OXXO on the left. So like I said, even if you're at the point area, you're going to have a convenience store reasonable. Well, there's actually one right at the point, but if you're somewhere in between, you'll have your choice of two. So it's good. Buenos dias. But here's another OXXO on the left. So, you do have some options out here. We're coming up to an Arco gas station. So, and they will probably, as most of them do, have a little convenience store there as well. Here's a beachwear store, a spa and massage area. You get an hour-long massage for $5.50 Mexican. Right now we're exchanging Mexican to dollars at about a 19. This morning it was 19.50 to 1. So that's pretty good. There's Cerritos Resort. And right down, I don't know if you can see it, but just down this road, directly across here, there is a water park. You can probably see a little bit of it to the left, some of the slides going into the water, but there's a water park there. So, some recreation for the kids or whatever, so, especially during the hot part of the summer. Now we are, just so you know when this is being videoed, we are at the end of August. So we are now basically over the summer vacation period. The kids are back in school, and it's a noticeable difference between today and say 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago, I mean, town was really crowded. Traffic was